Rutland County, Rutland, Vermont, Brattleboro Court probation officer Mick Daigle was quite excited when he got all the information, but maybe once they got digging and realized that I wasn't joking and I wasn't lying, nor am I mentally challenged or a mental health patient, as my husband claimed in Social Security Administration, okay? So, I relayed all that information. It's a week later today. So, where are we with the arrest, boys and girls? Last week when I called probation, Mick Daigle told me that if their warrant wasn't to carry through, then the FBI would because of the immigration fraud. And noting that he was taking planes to go out of country to obviously avoid persecution and prosecution, that alone, plus, of course, immigration fraud. Okay, so we'll leave it at that for now. Again, I've got a case that was brought forward after I was in court in May, and it goes back to allegedly October. But the officer, LeClair, just got sworn in yesterday, according to the news. Okay, so where was he in standing, and when did this charge really come about? Because like I said right from the beginning, it's a false charge trying to apprehend and suppress me to hide information and evidence. And by the way, I finally got my Nissan back, but there's no keys to it, and I made that complaint. So noting that I don't have a mailbox key because it was with my vehicle when it got towed by AAA to Dana's and then they found an air tag, I let everybody know that too, okay? So New Hampshire's still not wanting to talk to me. Actually, they're all staying silent. When I call, they hang up on me. So obviously, I put some information into somebody's fucking head, and maybe they're all losing a little bit of sleep at night, or maybe they're losing a whole lot of fucking sleep and not being very productive because they should have done right by me in the beginning. So when I just showed you Rutland, Vermont, probation, town, county, state, and government, behalf of William Eugene Asher, that's the lawsuit that I'm amending motion again, August 1st, 2025. Why? Well, it's a no fucking brainer, people. The police, probation, and everybody knows that he's a fugitive and he's still harassing me. So every second, every minute, every hour of every day counts. And when I tell you that, I will be asking for full amount and then some, 23.4% interest 24/7 until you settle with me.
To 4:30, closed on major holidays. We no longer have a voicemail system.
Of the Vermont Department of Corrections.
Good morning. I'm calling to speak with Mick Daigle.
Yep, I can give you a phone number to speak up to.
417-8058. Okay, yes, ma'am. I did try that number. I spoke with him last week. I just wanted to do an update and get an update as to how's he coming along with making an arrest on my husband, William Eugene Asher.
Go through a quick pickup. That's the only way to reach him. It's through that number. So
Okay.
it might be that he's dealing with it or he's dealing with something else
Yep.
at the moment, but I can't even speculate at this time. You just have to reach him through there, and he'll call you back when he's available.
I thank
He'll
you.
be able to, get
Okay.
to you directly.
Okay, thank you. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
To reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. If you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Knowing that friends with, intertwined with, real world arrest, the detective Donnie Bowden, the Mass Police Police, ex-chief of police Jeffrey May, and quite a few others too contact me back. He's got the phone number, and I'm actually heading.
The battery's dying in my recorder, so it's getting a little muffled, but if you heard that, you get the gist of it, right? I left him a detailed voicemail and let him know the names of other police officers, detectives, and prosecutors involved in this, as well as the gang stalkers that he's recruited throughout the years from Boston, which I found from 4 years ago, messages last night that surfaced on one of my closed accounts. And when I say closed, it's not really closed, but I'm locked out of it because, again, my husband, William Eugene Asher, and his recruits, such as I've called and I'm going to call back and I'm going to speak to, or I'm going to leave a message for Derek Niles from North Country Communications at phone number 518-866-1332. And I'm just going to advise him that the police have his URL and they're checking into my phone account to find out why you intercepted my Google account when and after. And I can prove that, can't I? And can't they? So Derek Niles from North Country Communications out in Newport, Vermont, which is public communications people, and they work with towers and such. And it just seemingly right after he showed as a subscriber to my YouTube channel, my account got intercepted. All right. So all this is great, credible information. And when I tell you that you've already heard a video, and the probation officer did tell me last week that immigration, FBI would have to get involved if his warrant didn't go through. Okay. But also, right there in the county of Stratford is where he is. And they got a warrant for him under one of his aliases or many of his aliases. I don't fucking know. But there's many states throughout the country and probably countries outside of the United States that have warrants for him. Just saying. William Eugene Asher.